We're live. Hey up,
What up,
everyone. It's
world?
the Cigar Loons.
All
Of
right.
course, 11th, 11th of, well, it's now the 12th of July here in the UK. But of course, for you guys still in America, it's the 11th of July. So guess what? It's still my birthday. So happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. What to do? But anyway, of course, the reason for us getting together tonight is Cigar Loons are together. And you know something? We're going to smoke a cigar and we're going to explain more about the Cigar Loons giveaway. So, of course, for anyone who watched us on Tuesday on the podcast, we know, of course, the service was a little bit rubbish and sound was a little bit rubbish. Blame StreamYard, blame Rumble, blame every single platform going if you want. That's the reason why. But anyway, and you know something, of course, before we come tonight, explain more about the giveaway, show you what the pick is, explain to you what the pick is as well, and just go over the instructions of how to enter the competition because it's a very unique design. There isn't another pick out there like the one that Kurt's put together, except for, of course, what Kurt's got and, of course, what Mr. Tobacco G Sticks has got. But, of course, we've got this one going for the competition that you can grab your hands on, and we're going to go over that, and you're just going to catch the general Cigar Loons having a chat. And, of course, we know one of the brothers cheated last night at poker, but that's a different matter. So, to you lot who cheated, I didn't. But
I
yeah,
think I won. I was trying to leave and I kept winning.
so you were cheating then, Kurt.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
But of course, we're here and we're now live. We are. And we hope, of course, you enjoy and you stay with us. And of course, you listen to us. Well, anyway, I've pulled out tonight a cigar that I've never had. And it's the Oscar Vivaldez. And it's the 10 year, of course, that we're celebrating 10 years from 2012 to 2022 that they brought out. And of course, you can tell at the bottom of the foot, it's a closed candela leading into the Maduro. So I don't know what it's going to taste like. I've never had it. And this is going to be live smoking it. But of course, what are the rest of you pulled out? So let's go around the table. What have you got, boys? What have you pulled out?
oh, I got
Jesse, what do
a,
you got?
I got a Cuban Parejo by Perdomo, and this is a cigar that Perdomo makes exclusively for our sponsor, Famous Smokes. Great smoke. Never had it before till now, and so far, I mean, it's pretty good. It's kind of medium light, and really creamy right now with a lot of oak. Uh, can't wait to see what the rest of it is going to be.
Go. Kate, what have you pulled out, my brother?
I've got a Man of War Rumination by AJ Fernandez. I've recently Matthew turned me onto the cigar and bought a 5-pack of them, and I'll probably buy more. I like it.
And what about you, Matthew? What have you pulled out tonight, my brother?
Tonight I've got a Man of War as well. I've got the Man of War Armada. This is their $20 stick. It's a bit much, but it's, I got a good deal on it, so I really enjoy it. It's a Sumatra wrapper, Oscuro with Nicaraguan binders and pillars. Also AJ Fernandez. It hits with a lot of pepper in the front and typically kind of smooths out and gets real creamy in the middle. We'll see how this one goes, and we'll talk more about it later in the show.
Grump, what have you pulled out, Mr. Grumpy?
The Penn Standard from the Raymond Page's pile of cigars. Connecticut broadleaf. I can't remember the filler and binder, but I think they're Nicaraguan. don't hold me to that. That could be a fib.
Yep. And of course,
I got 2 of these. I had one before, and they're really good. They're not bad at all.
yeah. Well, you know something? Like we said, we've come tonight, of course, to talk about the competition. And we know, of course, Tuesday night we were live and we went over it. But let's dive more into about the competition, of course. The giveaway. It is the first Cigar Loons giveaway that we're doing. And you know something? Our friend and fellow brother, Cigar Kurt, has made some exceptional cigar picks. And of course, he sent me 2 over for my birthday. So I've got, of course, an M81 that he's done with a nice Kydex sheath. And I've also got a nice antler and a Kydex sheet with, of course, the American flag on it, which very unique. And of course, they will be available through Kurt's shop, as you can get them soon. But of course, the one that we're on about tonight in the giveaway, Kurt, let's show my brother and let's go into it.
This is my 50 cal edition. It's an actual 50 caliber shell, real shell that's been fired. It's got the Kydex sheath on it as well. When I designed this, there's a lot of picks out there, but I have not seen one with a case or a sheath to put it in. And I've made knives for a lot of years, and I've become pretty proficient with Kydex. So you know what? Let me see if I can make a Kydex sheath for it. And each one is custom fit. That Kydex is pressed for that particular one. The 50 cal shells, of course, they're interchangeable because it's 50 cal shell. They're all the same. But the deer antler ones and then the cigar band ones, those vary a little bit. So each one is custom for that. But the design of the pick, I don't know if you can see it, I did a Chris Sword design, which is a wavy design, but the pick itself is flat. And I did that to I experimented with lots of materials, round, and I don't like my cigar to spin on it because, believe it or not, I have put the wrong end of my cigar in my mouth before, and I don't like that. So the flat design, it's sharp at it. It's sharp at the tip. I hand sharpen each one, and the you can also use it as a draw tool. It's only about 2 inches coming out of the actual 50 cal shell, but it's slim enough and small enough where you can use it as a draw poker for that 2 inches if you need it. I have used that, but I find that I can put this on my cigar and my cigar stays secure. So, and the sheath is what I'm really happy with. You can put that in your pocket. You can put it in your purse, your man purse, whatever you got, and you don't have to be worried about poking yourself. The pick itself is small enough. It's not going to put a large hole in your cigar. Just puts a nice little hole in there, holds it securely, and you can smoke that extra inch of the cigar. So that's what we got, and we're happy to give one away. It's our way of giving back. And obviously we want to build our subscriber base. So there's a couple steps that we ask you to do to enter this giveaway. But we've got more giveaways coming, but we're happy to donate this one. I think it's very unique. I think it's going to be very popular, and I'm looking forward to giving it away to somebody.
Yeah, and of course, as you saw with blowing Kurt up, you saw, of course, the pick. And Jess, I know you've had one, of course, sent today, and let's get you blown up and just get your general impression of your pick, my brother. So, general impression of it so far. We've just, of course, gained it in it being
I mean,
an
just from getting it and just getting it and looking at it and everything, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty impressive. And just holding it in your hand, you're like, this is a good quality product, and you can tell. I can't wait to get down on this a little bit and so give it a quick stab. Uh, But yeah, I'm super stoked to use it. I love the way it looks. Thank you, Kurt.
You're welcome, my brother.
And this is the thing, you know something, you've got to be in it, of course, to win it. And this is the thing. And of course, just want to say hi to everyone that's, of course, checking us out. So we've got, of course, the Viking Smoker. We've got, of course, Sticks at the Shore. Mr. Drizzy Dre is watching us. So hey up, Dre. Hope you're out, my brother, of course.
What's
And
up,
hi
Dre?
to everyone else, of course,
What's up,
who's
brother?
watching. And good evening. And like we say, basically about the draw. So, of course, the draw is open. We will close the draw on the 22nd of July. And then on the 23rd, when we go live on the podcast, the winner will be announced by a randomizer. And of course, you'll see it on the screen as we're live, and it will choose out the winner. And of course, we'll then get in touch with you within 2 days to get your address, and then we'll, of course, get it sent out to you. And it is, of course, only open for our American audience. Now, the way to enter, of course, like Kurt said, go over on to YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Of course, once you're subscribed, you need to then go over onto Instagram, and you will see on our page that we're now live on, the Cigar Loons, of course, Instagram page, and you'll see the post that, of course, Jess made us up of our competition. And of course, the post that you need to look out for is the one with the American design, of course, of the flag, leading in to our pick. And what you need to do on that post is like, you need, of course, to put hashtag Cigar Loons giveaway, hashtag subscribed, so we know you've, of course, subscribed to the channel, and then tag 3 of your friends. Because you know something, your friends might like to win it. And that's how you enter. So, like we say again, you need to find that post on our Instagram page. Of course, like the post. Put on the post hashtag subscribed, hashtag Cigar Loons giveaway. So, of course, as you can see on the screen, hashtag Cigar Loons giveaway, hashtag subscribed, tag 3 of your friends. And don't worry, I ain't going to win it. Matthew's not going to win it. Grumpy's not. Jess ain't going to get another one. And Kate ain't going to get another one because she's already made them. So we ain't going to get it. This, of
We
course, is
can't play no way.
yeah, we can't play, so we can't enter.
Yeah, we can't play anyway. So there,
Yeah. And of
there is
course,
that.
you'll have a nice pick. And like we say, 23rd, it's 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, and midnight England. We will be live with the Cigar Loons podcast. And of course, we'll announce the winner. And I can't wait because you know something. This has been an idea of ours, guys, hasn't it, for quite a bit about doing either a giveaway or maybe doing a subscription service. So, of course, you get 2 cigars and you'll be able to join us with a guest and ask a question. Maybe, of course, a competition to win a Cigar Loons t-shirt that, of course, we promote and we wear. And like Kurt said, we've got other competitions that are going to be coming later on down the line, but this is our first one, and we're so excited, of course, for you to enter. And I know it's a way of course, getting our subscribers up, and we do appreciate everyone that has subscribed to our YouTube, because you know something, we sit week to week, of course, we put this show together to bring out for you so you can see what we're talking about just when we're chatting about cigars like we do in the Discord, or when we're just chatting normally on the phone. And of course, getting to meet the unique different guests that we've got from the premium, of course, side of cigars, and also the boutique, even though I'd class them all as premium. But of course, they've got them 2 separate categories, premium, boutique. And you know something, we've had some really great guests on, like Amy Ramirez, of course. We've had David on, of course, from EP Carrillo. We've had that many different ones. I'm just so happy for the amount of guests that we've had on. And we thank you. We thank you because you know something? Next month, the Cigar Loons have been going 9 months. 9 months next month with the podcast. And we've been going next month, the Cigar Loons group, over a year as we've been together.
Mm.
Jeez. I would have been out of prison by now if I killed one of you. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that one. Whoops. But yeah, you know something? I would have been out for good behaviour. That's an old saying.
You're the reason we can't have nice things, Gaz. Come on.
As though life ain't got enough stuff going on now.
I'm joking.
You be going.
I'm joking. Come on. It's the same that we use in. It's the same we use in England.
Good
I would have
Lord.
been out on good behaviour now if I killed you. Just saying.
My goodness.
You know something? I got to say from the bottom of my heart, for a year of knowing you guys and for what you guys put into the podcast, thank you for being here, and thank you for everything that you do behind the lines as well,
wait.
getting guests and different things.
Is that a tear?
You ain't gonna get a tear out of me, Grump. Well, I'll give you a finger. There you go, my brother.
I got 2.
I couldn't help it. It's too easy.
Just you guys carry on talking, man. I've just got to quickly pop off, man. But you guys carry on, and I'll be back in a minute. So, Kate,
Sure, bud.
I'm gonna hand it over to you for carry on, and I'll be back in a minute, my brothers.
He didn't do that nose tap
Alright.
signal, did he?
Yeah, he's probably got to go to the bathroom. I told him he's got to get a bottle for under his desk there. I think
He
I'm gonna,
won't. He
think
won't
I'm gonna,
listen, brother. He won't
I think I'm
listen.
gonna go on Amazon UK and buy him a urinal with a screw top so he can just sit there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And urinate. And I mean, when he goes quiet and his eyes kind of roll back, we'll know what he's doing. But at least he doesn't have to get up and leave the show.
Oh,
Well,
my
that's
God.
true too. But he's hard learning, though. He's stubborn.
We could just get him to the Benz.
Yeah.
He's getting up there in age,
But
Hey, watch it.
Just do like you do to
You get close to my
puppy when
secret,
you're
man.
training
Don't be
them.
telling
and
everybody.
Put one of those pads on his seat.
it looks like he's having
Yeah.
a.
Y'all get close on my secrets now. Y'all need to change subject.
He just sent me a.
What are
sent me
you?
a
What are
message.
you on about? The dog's caught his head and he's bleeding.
No,
So that's
caught his
Oh,
claw.
he's
no.
caught his claw, and that's why. So that's why I popped off. The dog's head's bleeding.
It's not. His head's not bleeding.
Well-
Well, he's caught his claw. He's scratched his head, of course, but that's why I quickly popped off. But of course, I'm still here. I'm just
We
making
thought
sure
you had to go to the
okay.
bathroom.
No, I
Yeah.
heard what you were saying about me going to the bathroom and having a pop underneath me. I heard it all, my brothers.
Believe me, I
course.
know. The pets are important, and I'm right there with you, brother. If something, my dog goes through her issues, and
But
Yeah,
he's fine. He's fine. He's walking on it, and of course, he's sniffing around them and everything.
Yeah.
It's just
And
we don't know where he's caught the claw. That's the thing. But
You know,
anyway,
Yeah.
like
We guys.
was saying,
You know,
let's get back on track, of course. And
I don't want
we're
to.
on about it. Oh, go on then, Grump, if you want to, my brother. You go on. Go on.
No. What were we saying?
I think he's throwing a temper
I
tantrum.
forgot
I
what we
can't tell.
said.
Go ahead.
I think we got lost in motion, aren't we, like normal when we're together? But yeah, something, like I say, again, thank you for everything that you guys put together. Of course, to original existing loons, of course, to loons that have joined us on Facebook, of course, on Rumble, Instagram, and everywhere. Thank you for following all our content. And something, like we say, we do this, of course, for you guys. And this is, of course, our way of giving back with the competition. So yet again, like we say, if you want to be in it to win it, of course, like the post with the American flag leading in, and you'll see, of course, the pic. Like that post, put hashtag Cigar Loons, hashtag subscribed, tag 3 friends to be in. The lines close the 22nd of July. And on the 23rd of July, we do the live announcement of the winner with the randomizer. And of course, like we said before, you got to be in it to win it. And yeah, but how are your cigars getting, guys? Anyway, this, of course, just got through the Candela, and geez, it was a bit sweet. Bit sweet and grassy, but now it's getting into, of course, the Maduro. Starting to get a little bit stronger. And so far, so good. So what about you, Jess? How's your cigar going?
Well, this is so far going very well. The oakiness that I got in the beginning kind of settled away, and it's just this nice creamy like a coffee and cream kind of taste.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. It's great.
And Kate, what about you, my brother?
I actually really like this cigar. I bought this, like I said, I bought a 5-pack of them just to try them because Matthew's always talking about them. And it's touted as a full strength cigar. I don't find it full strength. I believe it's got a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper on it, and Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. I think the binder is. I'm not sure what the binder is. It escapes me right now, but uh, I get some nice oak leather, and I get this wonderful, just cocoa or real dark chocolate flavor out of this. I'm pairing it tonight with some of my Knob Creek smoked maple bourbon on the rocks, and it's just delightful. I absolutely love it.
Nice. And Grump, of course, what you getting out of your cigar, bro?
Smoke.
Trust you, Grump.
Actually,
Trust you, my bro.
oh man, this is it's this one here, and it's really earthy. Uh, and it's more of a kind of a, I don't know, almost kind of like a warm bready kind of thing going on with it, like a warm bread deal. Uh,
Hmm.
there's the retro hell on this is extremely smooth. There's no pain at all with that. So and I'm not finding any kind of spiciness or pepper in it anywhere else either, which is odd. But right now it's kind of charred wood with some earth, and it's not a bad cigar. As I remember the first one, it wasn't a very transitional cigar. It's kind of maybe two or three things that you get, and that's about it. But it's a pleasant, smooth cigar, though. It is very pleasant.
Nice. And
I
Matthew,
actually
of course. Oh, go on, Kate. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
I actually just put an order into Cigar Page, made a healthy donation, and I received a sample pack of 6 cigars, and it's got 2 of those in there. I haven't smoked them yet, but I know that 2 of the Penn Standards are in there, so I'll give those.
You'll
a try.
you'll enjoy these because they have that dark, flavor profile type thing, but it's not a real complex thing. But it's very, very smooth and mild. It's not harsh and overpowering at all. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it.
A healthy donation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we call it now, is it, Kate? Healthy donations when we go to our online and our cigar shop now.
Yeah, healthy
I'll remember that line. So when M says to me, "Where are you going?" I'm just going to go do a healthy donation.
Right.
I'm probably good. I'm probably good till into November. So
don't start that one. I'm good till November. I've seen your humidor, my brother. You're good till bloody next year if you carry on.
He's good till longer than November. Don't let him tell you that.
Kate, the secret order of cigars.
Well, and that's one thing and I don't mean to cut you off, Matthew. We'll get to your cigar in a second, but that one thing that I like to, when you buy a box of cigars, but if that's all I have, I get tired of smoking the same cigar. I like to it's nice to be able to have some inventory where I can rotate around, and then I can buy a 5-pack or a 10-pack here and there, and just kind of just have new stuff
Yeah.
coming into the rotation. That's what I like. So
I like it. I like that assertiveness, man. You sounded like really like a boss there.
it's my new microphone.
No, it was the
Yeah.
hang on, Matthew. We'll get to you in a minute. You know that.
No, I don't want to. I don't, and I feel bad too because everybody here's got a pick, and Matthews, yours is coming. It'll be there. I'm probably gonna ship it tomorrow. I gotta make the sheath for it tomorrow, brother. But yours has been in production, and I wanted to get everyone else's out. So I'm gonna put an extra cigar in there for you, Matthew, because I feel bad. So
None of that is absolutely necessary. But as always, I appreciate it.
Well, anyway, let's go on to about your cigar, Matthew. What are you getting out, of course, of your cigar, bro? What taste are you getting?
Well, to be honest, I've kind of fucked it. I've smoked way too fast, and I've tunneled the shit out of it.
What'd you do that for?
Because I was just like, just going. I don't know why. I'm hyper as fuck tonight. So I'm kind of letting it chill out so I can relight it. But before I did that, it was giving me a lot of good pepper notes that kind of started to slide to the back. And I was getting some nice earthy notes. To be honest, I have this poured, this whiskey. It's Rebel Distillers Collection. It's 113 proof. It's delicious. I haven't even drank it yet because I started sipping this, my Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and it tasted amazing with it. So I guess I've never tried that pairing, but apparently it works better than bourbon tonight. So, whatever works, right?
Hell yeah.
That's the thing. It's whatever works, isn't it? And of course, we went over it, didn't we, on Tuesday about different pairings and stuff, and what we were pairing with the cigars that we had, of course, on the show. And it's like tonight, I pulled out a can of Foster's Shandy, and you know something? I don't mind a lager shandy. I don't mind a bitter shandy, and this, it's not taking away the taste of the cigar because of that bit of lemonade in it. It's cleansing the palate a little bit. And it's not an overpowering lager anyway to make you lose the taste of your cigar. But what do you reckon on, of course, the subject of retrohaling, and how many retrohales should you do in a cigar? So, Matthew, I'm going to go with you first on this one.
All right. So retrohale is a concept that I was completely foreign to when I first started smoking, and I had to sort of teach myself how to do it, which is an awkward exercise. But once you get it, it comes natural. But I personally only retrohale probably once or twice while I'm smoking a cigar because you get so much pepper out of that and really not much anything else because you're singeing all your nostril hairs and shit. So I don't find it to be super useful. I do it once or twice just to kind of see if it gives me anything interesting, but then that's it.
Yep. What about you, Grump? How many times do you retrohale in your cigar when you have a cigar?
I honestly, I really don't count, but I mean, the way I do it, I will, when I first light it, first get it going, and I'll give it one or two, then kind of see what's going on in that early stage, and then maybe a couple of times with each third to see if anything changes, to see if you catch something different, or maybe the pepper amps up or calms down, or but I really don't like have a counter, but that's basically the way I usually do it, once or twice right after the light, and then once or twice with each third to just to check on it and see if it's developed.
Mhm.
What about you, Kate? How many times do you go and retro ale your cigar, bro?
I'm pretty much the same with Matthew. Maybe only once or twice a cigar. And in order for us to be able to taste and identify these notes that we're getting in the cigar, you don't necessarily. I don't think you don't necessarily need to retrohale, because some of that is naturally going up through the nasal passages. That's how you're identifying those, because we know that you only identify so many flavors on the tongue and in your throat. So you're getting some of that, and I find that, like, after I blow the smoke out, I'll lick the roof of my mouth, and it'll, whatever's left in there, it'll push it up in there, and I just get kind of a gentle um, sensation of what's going on and being able to pick up those notes. I'm more of that type of how I get my notes, because you hear
Yep.
so many people, 9 times out of 10 when someone retrohales, most of the time they're talking about the pepper, and yeah, you're gonna
Right.
get that, and sometimes it's not pleasant because you're getting so much of it, and sometimes I hear people that's all they say that they taste is pepper.
Yep.
And if you do it more naturally, you lick the roof of your mouth, let those flavors go up in there, I feel that you're gonna be able to identify so many more notes in a cigar, and that's pretty much where I am. But I do it every once in a while, but not very often. I'm not a big retrohaler.
And what about you, Jess?
I'm kind of like Grump. I do it in the beginning, and then I randomly do it uh, throughout. And not. I don't have a specific number of times or why when I do it. I just randomly I'll just do it. But it's just like Kurt said. In order to get all those notes, you have to get the nasals involved with it, even if it is just for one or two throughout the cigar. It really does help develop all the notes.
Yeah. So, next bit, of course, of the conversation that we're going to have, because, it's nothing, we come up with different topics, but like I say, just for everyone to know, like I say, for the competition, go to that post, hashtag Cigar Loons Giveaway, of course, hashtag subscribed, tag 3 people to be entered into the competition, live result of the competition winner, 23rd on the podcast when we're live. But what about, of course, paging? I read today on one of the cigar groups on Facebook, how many times should I page my cigar? And paging's one that if you don't know what you're doing, you can mess a cigar up. And
Hmm.
there's different ways around paging. Me, if I get a tunnel in my cigar, I will gently take the ash off. I'll page it, let it cool down a little bit, then I'll relight it. And then hopefully it recorrects. That's when I page, personally. But I know people page different. But of course, I'm going to go with Kate straight away on this one. Kate, what about retro? Not retro, bloody paging, my brother. How many pages should you have? Grumpy, stop laughing, my brother.
I'm
What was
not.
that you were? What was that you were drinking?
Shandy, not the whiskey.
It is his birthday, so he probably had
Yeah,
more than one of them.
he
But
probably has.
I'm
He's
not a
entitled.
I'm not a purger per se. I hear of people purging their cigar in each third of their cigar. Um, the only time I'll really ever purge if my cigar goes out, and as you know, I smoke like a chimney, so my cigar has a very little chance of going out because I'm
Yeah,
puffing on that baby, and like I'll go through. I'm a fast smoker, so. But the only time, of course, is if my cigar does go out and I'm going to relight it, I'm going to purge it. Um, and I have in the past purged, in the second third or final third. To me, I don't really notice a benefit. And I don't think I smoke I don't think I'm smoking too fast where I'm overheating my cigar, where I could see that could be a benefit if you're overheating it and you get that tar built up. But for me, I'm not a very big purger, and I don't do it very often.
Yeah. And we'll go down to Matthew next. So, Matthew, here's you, my brother.
Sure. So I tend to only do a purge if I'm getting some really nice notes, and then all of a sudden the cigar kind of turns bitter on me. I'll do a purge then, and sometimes that fixes it, sometimes it doesn't. Oftentimes it's probably because I'm smoking too damn fast, and I just let it get away from me. So yeah, that's basically the only times I'll do a purge. I don't have any kind of pattern that I do a purge.
And Jess, what about you, my brother?
Me?
Yeah, you're the only Jess we got, man.
I didn't hear him say Jess.
He's trying to hold on to that ash there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then,
No,
and then
I
there
don't
goes
purge.
Gaz. He's gone.
I don't purge.
Well,
I don't.
oh, that wasn't long
I don't
enough.
see
We couldn't
I
get
don't see the
going yet.
benefit to purging either. So yeah, no, I don't purge.
And what about you, Grump? I'm just keeping an eye on the dog. The dog's doing some weird business. So if I
Well,
keep popping off, I'm sorting them out.
you know, when the bladder gets full, you got to purge. Other than that, I don't. Cigar wise, I really don't. I mean, now, like Kurt said, if it's unfortunate and happens to go out, and I'll scrape the ashes off of it, and let it, get ready to relight it. I'll as soon as I relight it, I'll blow through it to kind of clear it out. But other than that, nah, that's just something I've never done.
Yeah, I just want to, of course, say hi to the Leaf Cutters, of course, to Stogie Chaz, of course, to Coffee Black, Lone Wolf, and
What's up,
everyone else that's
guys?
been popping in, of course, watching
How
us.
you guys doing?
We're just having a normal chat over our cigar and, of course, giving out information on our, of course, giveaway. And for
Nothing
anyone
normal
who's just
about
popping
this.
in, of course, our giveaway that we've got is to win a unique 50 cal cigar pick with a Kydex sheath that Kurt has personally made. And as you can see, of
Okay,
course,
right
this
there.
cigar on it. And like I say, you need, of course, to go and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which, of course, is the Cigar Loons on YouTube. Go back onto our Instagram account and you'll find the post that starts, of course, with the American flag about our giveaway. Please like it. Then, of course, put on your comments hashtag Cigar Loons giveaway. And, of course, hashtag subscribed and tag 3 of your friends in that post to be entered into winning. And like I say, it's only for our American audience, and the lines close on the 22nd for the draw of this month, and we will announce the winner of the competition on the 23rd when the Cigar Loons go live. And you know something? It's a unique thing, and if you want to grab one of Kurt's other picks that he's done, which, of course, the antler picks are coming live soon. They will have Kydex sheath. This one, of course, was one that Kurt did me with the American flag. And also, like Grumpy's, of course, got, and I've got a blackened M81 Metallica by Drew State that I like, that Kurt did me. And Grump, what's on your band, my brother?
Gurkha by AJ Fernandez.
You're the
There
dragon.
you go.
Yep, you're the dragon.
Oh, I haven't had that one. I had the red one though. I had the red one.
And it's absolutely
Grumpy,
beautiful, let me tell you. Yes.
And I smoked that cigar. I bought that cigar just so you could have that band, and it was a very a little bit out of my price range, but man, I really enjoyed that cigar. It was a good cigar, so I thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
I
those,
appreciate your sacrifice, brother.
yeah, those Gurkhas Yoga
Excellent.
Dragon are up there
I
for
will
sure.
I will keep this on the most cherished list.
I want to say real quick, you know, most of your cigar picks that you see out there, whether you bought one at a store or you use a corn pick like a lot of us do.
Yeah.
The thing with the picks is the picks are usually pretty light, right? And you can always feel the weight of your cigar. This here with the 50 cal, the weight balance on it with the cigar is like it's insane, dude. This thing is so comfortable.
Yeah, I
That is
actually
true.
You've
that
only
that
got
entire that entire 50
okay.
cal shell is filled with epoxy, and it's got a nice weight. It's about the shell is about 2.5 ounces, so it feels nice in the hand.
It does.
And
It
like I
really
say,
does.
I love it.
Yeah, and of course, the leaf cutters have just put that bullet as a very nice pick. And leaf cutters, like we said, if you want to be entered into the draw, my brother, to win it, of course, find the post on, of course, the Cigar Loons Instagram. Go over to the Cigar Loons YouTube, subscribe to us. Find that post, of course, with the American flag about our giveaway. Put hashtag, of course, Cigar Loons giveaway. Hashtag subscribe, tag 3 friends, and like the post. And you'll be entered into the competition to win it, my brother. And then, of course, we'll be in touch with you if you win to get your address, and we'll post it to you. And that's how
He's
you win it. But each one
he's
that Kurt's done has got a unique thing about it. There's the Kydex is fitted to that shape of your pick. No other pick can fit into that. And that is unique. It's unique as well because, as Kurt said, you can put it in your pocket. You're not going to poke yourself. Even if you were going out, of
not
course,
talking about me
your wife,
standing up while ago.
your wife, of course, could put one in her handbag. It's not going to do no damage to her handbag. And they're all unique because even, of course, with this one, of course, my Metallica one, if I pull out, of course, the antler, this is not going to fit in there because, look, it shows you straight away. It's not going to fit because of how Kurt's made the Kydex. He's fitted it to that pick to fit it. And this is why the unique, there's no other pick is going to fit in. And it's so clever what you've done, Kurt. And you know something.
And just so you know, like
Yeah.
this will not. I'm shaking this pretty hard. This pick will not come out of there. So,
Yep.
it's. I feel 100% comfortable carrying this in my pocket. I'm not gonna poke myself.
Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of things I like to poke, but that's a different matter.
It's for the fans only site.
Yeah, really. You know,
If you want to,
there's nothing.
if you want to subscribe,
There's nothing leaf cutters over there, man. They could all get entered into the giveaway just tagging each other.
Yeah.
They could all get in on it.
oh yeah. And this is the thing, you know something. You've got to, like we said before, you've got to be in it to win it. And this is
That's
why
right.
we've done this. This is why we've done this giveaway as a thank you to the people that have subscribed to us, the people that follow us, in a way of giving back. And we've got, of course, some other unique competitions that will be coming out that we will release later in the year and, of course, to next year. But, of course, our annual Cigar Loons trip is going to be happening next year. Of course, we should be all now in Ybor City on our Cigar Loons trip. And, of course, hospital arrangements here in the UK, I couldn't facilitate going. And, of course, different things have popped up. But you know something, we're going to be there. And Grump, Where are you sitting tonight? Because you're not sitting in your normal area. Where are you?
Can't tell. I'm in an undisclosed location, man.
I love to know where you are, my brother. I tell
Don't
you.
look familiar.
No, you're playing incognito tonight, brother.
That was by
Is that a palm
design.
tree behind you? Looks like a palm
Well,
tree back there in the corner.
now there's some around. They ain't that far away.
Ah. But you know something? I got to say, on this Oscar Vivaldez 10-year anniversary, it's very, very gritty and chewy. Of course, earth,
Yummy.
leather, nice subtle black pepper with a subtle kind of sweet note. And if I was to say the sweet note, it's going to be that chocolate in it. Now, of course, when it started with having the candela, it gave me that really grassy note straight away. And I was like, oh, okay, this is
Yummy.
nice. But it was like, how can I put it? It's like a sweet grass, very sweet.
It
in
is.
taste.
It's
And
like alfalfa hay. It's
yeah,
sweet.
it wasn't rough like some of the candela that I've
Ah,
had before. This was a nice sweetness. And of course, go and pick one up if you want to grab it. It's like I say, it's the 10-year, of course, Oscar Vivaldez, celebrating, of course, from 2012 to 2022. And it was a cigar that's just come out over here in the UK that I picked up. But of course, we're also going to be doing another unique thing this year that we're putting together. And you need to keep your eyes out for it because we're going into a different realm of what the Cigar Loons are going to do. And this has been an idea that we've had for a bit, and we're going to release it later on in the year. So you need to be there because we will be live, and it's probably going to be a 2-hour show that we'll be doing. And of course, we've got now a new sponsor, which is Online Cigars. So make sure to check out Online Cigars. They're, of course, out of Switzerland, and they do guarantee shipping to the United States and all over the world, even to England, which, hey ho, I might even go on there and shop for some cigars myself and see what there is. And
And I
of
believe
course,
it's
yep, go
I
on, Kate.
believe it's free shipping as well. They
Yep.
haven't tested it yet, but I believe it's free shipping anywhere in the world.
Yep, and it
That'd be
will be
crazy.
well,
live.
that's a bonus.
Yep, it's going to be live, of course, on our website. I will be putting it. And the leaf cutters have just put, hey, that was the secret I was going to use. And you know something? We've got a lot of unique stuff that's coming. And we're trying to just do something different because
Male
you know some
swimsuit models.
The
Grump,
Cigar
don't ever.
Loons calendar coming out soon.
That's
You know
right.
something? That idea was already circulated last year that we were going to do for different charities. Of course, one personally to me is, of course, dementia over here because I lost my grandfather due to my grandmother. And then, of course, we wanted to help some other charities. And basically, the sales of the calendar in America would, of course, be divided between the four of you for whichever charity you chose. And then, of course, whatever's left would be chosen for the charity that I support over here, which, of course, is Dementia UK. And that was an idea that we were going to do. Of course, posing naked with a cigar and maybe a football in between the legs. Kurt was going to put his cowboy hat between his legs
Oh,
to cover up.
oh,
And, of course, them were some ideas. Of course, most of the guys have already seen me with my top off. And I tell you one thing, Kurt, I know I get you excited, my brother, and I turn you on.
yeah. You just gotta warn me so I can get my sunglasses out before you do that.
Oh, but you know something? There is other unique podcasts out, and for anyone who's watching us, please go and like, of course, the Leaf Cutters, friends of ours that we watch, and they bring out some good content, of course. If you want to go and
They
research
they,
some
they
other
look
stuff,
crazy though.
yeah, you can go and, of course, catch the Cigar Dudes. You can go and watch the Cigar Dudes, another podcast that's out there. And you know something? Make sure, of course, to check out Evil Empire. Joey, one of our friends from Evil Empire, goes live on Instagram with, of course, different guests. There's loads out there. And you know something? We're a community. And as a community, we should support one another. And Leaf Cutters, we will be in touch, of course, to have you as a guest on our podcast. And you know something? I think it'd be a great night for the lot of us sit together, smoke a cigar, have a laugh, and go on about different topics like we do. And holy shit, look at that ash. Holy moly.
Ooh-wee.
Look at that bad boy.
Look at that ash.
That would have been on my
Careful.
pants 15 minutes ago.
Just another example of a great quality rolled cigar from Perdomo.
So, of course, the Leaf Cutters have just said they've entered. So, we can't wait to put you into that drawer as well. And they've said to you,
Good
Grumpy,
deal.
Cheers.
they said to you, Grumpy, as well, yeah, we are. So, of course, they are a bit crazy. There's the and that's the
That's
thing.
what
I
makes
believe
it good, brother. That's what keeps
That's
it
right.
good. Don't y'all
I believe
change
they're-
nothing, man.
I believe the
change
Leaf
a
Cutters,
thing.
are they not out of Georgia? I think they're near me. I'm up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way up in Georgia, but I believe they're out of Georgia. I'm not sure.
You know,
Maybe.
you know something? That's twice now my ash is falling off my cigar. Right in my lap.
Well, you're too rough
Jeez.
with your cigar.
I look
You're
like
being
a
too
friggin-
rough.
I look like a frigging ghost shit on me. I'm covered in that much ash. Holy moly. You know, I'm covered. I better get that cleaned up before I get a frying pan across the head. Jeez. You know
Uh-huh.
what? You know what the missus is like? She will whack me with that frying pan.
That's it.
But you know
No
something?
mercy.
This is the thing. This is how we are. And of course, we can't wait, of course, to have the Leaf Cutters on with us and, of course, chat to the Leaf Cutters. And, of course, we're going to be doing another podcast with, of course, Sticks by the Shore. We're going to be, of course, inviting him on. And he's got a YouTube channel that he's just started. And we're going to do some different shows, of course, with some other podcasters out there, see how they go on with theirs. And you guys get to know them like you know us. And it's about supporting one another. Because, like we said, we are a cigar community. And what we're seeing a lot of at the moment is different sites, which we're not going to name, it's trying to shut our kind of content down. And it's either they don't like the fact of a group of men or a group of women smoking cigars, or it's a case of, you know what? It doesn't promote their site. They'd rather have their site with women sitting with the breast out and promoting that. And you know something? We're not about that. You know something? We don't mention politics. We don't mention religion. Of course, we talk about wrestling now and again. We go down that rabbit hole with Grumpy when Grumpy wants to go down the old rabbit hole, eh, brother? And of course, we have a very unique show, and we're all unique guys. And of course, we're going to be doing some more cigar pairings. We're going to, of course, be doing some more cigar reviews, and of course, me and Matthew are going to be putting something together. I'm going to be putting something together with Jess and me and Grandpa. And we're also going to be having some more joint ones. And our next one that we've got, we're going to do the Foundation, the Tabernacle Broadleaf. And Kurt, I know, of course, you've never smoked that cigar, but I know today you finally had an Olmac by Foundation. How did you find that, my brother? How did you find the
Yeah,
Olmac?
I sent you a message, and I think that is, I don't know. I absolutely fell in love with that cigar. It's a little bit stronger cigar. I don't think it's for the new cigar smoker, but it's like right at the top of my range. I'm a medium plus guy, but that cigar, it may be one of my favorite cigars I ever smoked. I really, really enjoyed that cigar. If you haven't smoked it, Gaz and I are going to be doing a review on that very soon, and I'm looking forward to it. I just got so much flavor out of that and so many interesting notes. And to me, that was a really thick, chewy smoke, which is something that I really like in a cigar. Just that thick smoke. I could envision the earthiness I had in that cigar. I just envisioned this rich, volcanic black soil. I mean, it was just wonderful. I absolutely loved it.
I've said for a bit, of course, and when we did the show last year about Cigar Aficionado and the rating the Allmac got, that cigar should have been higher. And I remember the very first time having it, and I was shocked at what I smoked, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay." And because it was so hard to get here in the UK, and had to get shipped in, of course, from the States, I'm so glad now they're here in the UK. And you've only got to look at the Allmac box. It's such a unique design. There's the cigars. They come in a 12-count box, but they're not all on top of one another. So you've got one tray with 6 in, then you've got another tray with another 6 in. And on course, on top, you've got a rolled up cigar on the cedar. And of course, it's about the Allmacs. And you know something? Nick Manillo goes seriously into the history aspect of every single cigar, like, of course, the Tabernacle. When they had, of course, the Matapa before it changed into the Askham. And I was very lucky to have the original band of the Matapa, which now, of course, it's that. And you know something? When we spoke to Eduardo, when we had Eduardo on, of course, through, of course, a foundation, he gave us a lot of information. And now, of course, where the cigars have gone with the Wise Man. So, of course, the Wise Man cigars are not made at the original factory now. There's a new line of Wise Men, and they're made, of course, at Don Pepin, which, of course, my father's cigars. And I can't wait to try them and see if they have changed, because over here in the UK, we've got the original Wise Men that, of course, were made at the other factory. And you look at the craftsmanship in the cigars, you look at, of course, where the cigars are made at AJ, and yet again, we go back to that conversation of AJ. You look, of course, at what Kurt's smoking, what Matthew's smoking. Of course, you look at all the different cigars he's made, like the Viva La Vida, of course, the Man of War, his own line, cigar lines that he's made for other people, blended for other people. He is a master blender. And you know something? We go into this. Now, I want to go into this subject. So, what defines a master blender? So, of course, Kurt, I'm going to go with you first. What defines a master blender, my brother?
Well, I think it's someone that's got years and years of experience. I mean, more years than I've got left in my life, probably. Someone that's done it a lifetime, someone that's grown up in it. When you listen to, I heard an interview with Ricky Rodriguez from West Tampa. He said that he didn't consider himself a master blender because he hasn't taught that art to anyone. But I consider him a master blender just because of the product that he's produced and the amount of time. He's the mentorship that he's had with 3 different Hall of Fame blenders.
Yep.
So, in my opinion, you got to have the years behind you, the knowledge, and of course that that goes without saying. But just the experience. To me, that's the biggest thing that I would define it as.
Yeah. And what about you, Grump? What would you say defines a master blender, my brother?
Well, it's like Kurt said, you got to have the experience with it. And this is one of those industries that if you're gonna get that title of master blender, then you're gonna be hands on. You know, you may be more hands on earlier than you are now. You may be just as hands on now as you always have been. I don't know, but a master blender to me is somebody who is acquainted with and versed, well with everything from, the feel of that leaf when they're looking at it to choose and select, the smells, the textures, you've got to know your tobaccos. Uh, and then when you start trying to blend things together and start trying to put things together, then you've got the whole thing of, you may need to tweak this or that to get what you want or get where you want. You've got to know those things. I mean, there's so many facets to it. If you're going to be a master, to me, you need to have been around it long enough that you know, from seed to somebody walking out with it, or like you lighting it up or whatever. You need to be tight on all that.
Yeah. And what about you, Matthew? Do you agree with what Kurt and Grumpy said?
Yeah, man, those guys are spot on. I think the only thing I would add is that I think a master blender can truly blend a fantastic, super premium cigar all the way down to, a really, really good $6 cigar. I think that's what
Right.
that's what AJ is so good at, is he can make some fantastic, beautiful, super premium cigars, and then he also can make, a diesel uncut that hits every note you want it to hit. Is super consistent, burns beautifully all the way through, and it's $6 a cigar.
Yeah.
Just wonderful.
Yeah. And what about you, Jess? Do you agree with what the other guys have said?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm the same way. I think that a master blender, has to know the ins and out of the tobacco, the flavors, the profiles that come out of them when you mix them together. Um, you know, and knowing how to put things together, like Matthew said, to where you can make a $4 or $5 stick that's gonna taste and perform just like any other premium cigar. And that to me, yeah, absolutely, that's a master blender right there.
Yeah. And I think it's of course knowing about your region, like of course Nicaragua or Honduras or Dominican Republic, knowing about the start of course planting the seed, going through the whole method, and you then learning from a blender, of course, like Ernesto or of course AJ, then you slowly starting to blend cigars, and then of course you, of course, learning someone. And this was the thing that Ricky said. He's learned from masters, like of course Ernesto. He's been managed to do cigars, but he doesn't class himself as a master blender because he's never taught anyone how to blend cigars. And I think it's one of them
It's
things because
humility.
you just got to look at what Ricky put together with CAO, the different cigars he's made for them. Now, of course, to West Tampa that he's made. You look at what Ernesto's done with the whole EP Carrillo line. You look at AJ, what he's done. You look, of course, at the blenders from Aganorsa, the blenders from Pacencia, different ones, and then these newer companies that go in there and want to blend. There's that many that come out with great cigars. You look, of course, at Carlito. You look at Jose Blanco and Jose Blanco, another master blender when he had his company. And there's that many out. It just carries on. And you know something, there's a lot out there. And it's a unique conversation that, of course, we bring up. And this is what we do. Now, a big topic of conversation, and I'm taking this from the leaf cutters, if they're still watching. So what's better, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars. Star Wars all the way.
Oh, come on.
Wrong.
Star Wars.
Incorrect.
No, Star Wars is best.
No, they are equally good.
Oh, you can't go. You can't do that. You can't
You
go
can because
equal.
they are completely different. They are not the same thing. They're both sci-fi franchises that have stood the test of time, but they are very different.
They are.
live long and prosper, but my brothers live long and prosper.
Yes, sir. I love both. I've never been able to pick one. I'm sort of obsessed with both. I will watch every bit of content that they ever put out for either of them. So this is a horrible question for me. I cannot be subjective.
Okay, then let's change it then and go with
Okay
you,
then.
Matthew, and say which part of Star Trek do you like? Is it the next gen? Is it the one before? Or is it the newer stuff? Because me personally, it would be, of course, Jean-Luc Picard, because that's what I used to watch with my grandfather. That was my Star Trek, what I used to watch.
So yeah, I'm very opinionated on this too. So Jean-Luc obviously is as the kids say, him. Um, I love Star Trek Next Generation. I think Voyager is super underrated. I never watched it until my wife made me sit down and watch it with her, and I turned out loving that too. I still think Next Generation is the pinnacle, but I like Discovery as well. That's a good show, and I've just started watching Strange New World, so I don't really have a deep opinion on that one yet.
So, what about you, Grump? Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek, and as far as Star Trek goes, Kirk, Spock, Bones, yeah, that's Star Trek. Oh, I enjoyed Star Wars the first, the first movie, but then I just don't. When they start going into 34 different sequels and stuff, they lose me. Uh,
Gotta
it's
watch it in
just
order.
yeah.
Well, they never came out. They never came out in order. So the
I
first movie
know
that
it.
came out,
That's what
was
that's what I mean. Though I mean, they give you an excellent one to start off with, and then they come back and say, "Oh, well, I got three more that was before that one."
No, I've got another three after.
Yeah, and it's like, and you started us in the middle,
Yep.
so now I don't want to watch the rest of it. I don't care how they got where they. I like the one you put out.
I can imagine when them forums were going around about Jar Jar Binks. There's Grumpy was in there and said, "Let's get rid of Jar Jar Binks." That Grumpy was one of them. He was. Well, of course,
No,
Kit. What
You
about
mean
you, my
Darth
brother?
Jar Jar?
I like
Yeah,
little Jar Jar. I
I've
like
kind
Jar
of
Jar.
been,
What about you, Kit?
as far as me, I've kind of been on the fringes. I haven't really. I would probably have to say Star Wars because I really haven't watched. I didn't watch that much Star Trek growing up. But as I've gotten older, I like the space movies, the sci-fi stuff. So I'm getting more into that, but I'm like way behind the curve on that, so I really can't give you an opinion on it. Be honest.
You know something? I like, of course, Star Trek. I like Star Wars, and I watched them all. And you know something? It was really nice to see this. They did the Picard series after, and went back, and of course brought like Data, of course Geordie, Wolf, and of course Will, and all the rest, and bringing them back and showing. And even the movies, you've got to think when them movies came out and it was the next gen movies, especially the one with the Borg. I absolutely love that film with the Borg and showing the Borg, even when they turned Picard into a member of the Borg and it's still affecting him all them years later. I thought it was a good storyline. And you know something? I was brought up with that through my grandfather. My grandfather used to watch it. And then he'd, of course, watch, the originals with Spock and everything and Kirk. When that used to be on English TV, and I used to watch some of that. But I've never seen any of the newer stuff. I watched Voyage, of course, and Cisco and everything. And, of course, then I watched, Jane and hers. And I could never get into him. Could never really get into him. Like, of course, the Space Center and then Voyager and different ones. I just couldn't get into it because I was stuck with the original. Go on, Grump.
Oh, I'm just trying to blow Jesse's ash off up there.
He's trying to make my cigar fall over. It's just standing
I'd like
here
to
nice,
say-
beautifully with
I
your.
thought you got something to say.
I'd like to say something real quick. We had talked about having a long ash contest. I don't want to do that anymore because there's no way I'm going to.
No, no, I don't want no part of that.
I didn't
I'm
want any
out.
part of it to begin with, but now I'm totally out.
I mean, this is that's fucking fantastic, dude.
That's
don't
like
know
the
if you
whole
could-
cigar, man.
That's the
It
whole cigar.
literally
It
is.
is. It is. I
I
haven't
don't know if
ashed
you
it
could do that
once.
Jess, if you didn't have that pick, I don't know if you could do that.
That's
I don't
right,
know. I
buddy.
don't know. This pick is definitely helping out a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah, but what he hasn't told everybody before we went live, he put sellotape all around his cigar, and that's why it's still holding. So it's held up by sellotape.
No, there's a paper clip in it.
There you go, Steve. Now we
All
know.
the way down the middle.
No paper clip. Let's see here.
Boom.
And there it goes.
Oh,
Just look at that. Jeez. That's some fair ash on that cigar. That's just great.
man.
Jeez, my brother.
Unbelievable. That's the talent right there.
It shows you the craftsmanship of cigars, though, doesn't it?
No, absolutely.
You can have
That's-
long ash on some, or you can have where it just drops off in them little clusters. Like, of course, my one has tonight. It just shows the craftsmanship. And this is the thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know something? Every cigar that's made is made by hand. And you know something? Some days you'll have it could be something different in the cigar. It could be a way that we've lit it or something. It could be, of course, it's a mixture of short fill and long filler. And that's why sometimes it falls. We just
Mhm.
don't know. This is the thing about smoking cigars. We're forever learning. And this is the thing. But of course, before we finish, because it is getting late here in the UK, let's mention it again for everyone who's just come in. The Cigar Loons giveaway. You got to be in it to win it. And, of course, a 50 cal cigar pick with a Kydex sheath that you can win. Go and subscribe to the Cigar Loons YouTube. Find the post on the Cigar Loons Instagram with the American flagging. You need to like the post. Of course, you need to put hashtag Cigar Loons giveaway. And then you need to, of course, put hashtag subscribe so we know you subscribed, of course, to the Cigar Loons YouTube. And also tag 3 of your friends. And it's 1 entry per person. 1 entry per person. Of course, you'll be entered into it. Lines close on the 22nd. And then we will announce the winner on the 23rd of July on the podcast show with the randomizer live. You'll see it pull out the winner live. And then we'll be in touch with you within the next week. We'll get that out to you. And like we say, got to be in it to win it. And it's a way of the Cigar Loons giving back to you guys for following us and giving us all the support that you give us on, of course, Instagram, on Rumble, on YouTube. And a big thank you for, of course, following us and supporting us.
Most definitely.
And you know something? We appreciate it. We do appreciate you joining us every Tuesday and spending your time watching us crazy lot talking about something that we love and getting together.
Sure.
And
I will
you know
add.
something?
I will add that if it doesn't necessarily mean anything for the contest, but if you don't follow us on Instagram, hit us up there too.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's the thing,
Follow us everywhere you see us. Just follow us.
Yep.
Right.
And you can also find us, of course, on our website. If you want to go and have a look at our website, grab yourself a t-shirt, of course, find out about what's coming, and find out about, of course, joining the Discord. There is, of course, what you need, the hashtag Cigar Loons giveaway. Of course, you need to go on to hashtag subscribe as well. If you want to check our website out, it's www.cigarloons.com. And you can get on our website. You can see the shorts, of course, from some of our podcasts on there. You can see a little bit of information and also some cigar brands that we support, some cigar shops that we support in the States and in England, and of course, the blogs. And the blogs are being done at the moment by, of course, Mr. Vital and Proof Matthew, and of course, Cigar Kurt. And there's a lot of interesting blogs on there for go and check out. And like I say, that again is www.cigarloons.com that you can catch us on. But from us tonight, thank you for joining us. Thank you, of course, to listening to us carp on about the Cigar Loons giveaway. Or, trust me, you've got to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
And great. Of course, for anyone that hasn't entered into the competition, where can they go and pick up one of the cigar picks? If they want to buy one of the cigar picks, where can, of course, they go and find it, my brother?
Currently, they're on Amazon. Right now, the only ones I've got up there are the cigar band ones, like Grumpy has and like you have, Gaz, with the M81. I've got a few of those left on there. Inventory's running low. Hopefully, this weekend I will have the 50 cal pick listed as well as the deer antler ones listed. That I plan to get that done here in the next couple days. So if you just go on to Amazon and search Cigar Kurt, my name there, everything that I have on there will come up. I've got some cigar band rests as well. It's a epoxy rest with the actual cigar band inside. Yeah, Matthew's got his there. So I've got those, but the picks, the 50 cal pick, I'm anticipating those will be pretty popular, and then the deer antler ones, I've got quite a bit of interest in those as well. So those will be listed here, like I say, in the next couple days.
Wicked looking.
So be in it to win it. Of course, if you want to go and check out Grumpy's OnlyFans for his feet pictures, it's the Grumpy Preacher feet, and you'll be able to find his feet on there. Of course, if you want to see Matthew's whiskey collection, it's called Whiskey Fans, and you'll be able to find him on Whiskey Fans. And if you want to see me and Jess cuddled like teddy bears, then you can find us on our joint one, the Tiger and Tobacco G6. Well,
Oh boy.
apart from that, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
You really
Much love.
leaving on that note?
Cheers, everybody.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the next live. Have a great one. Stay smoky.
Man ain't got no sense.
Catch you soon. See you later.